Rec League podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, Good Pods, Pocket Cast, Breaker, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 109 coming soon. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram or YouTube itself. What up, world? So I just watched Renfield. It is the new horror action comedy starring Nicholas Hoult, Awkwafina, Adrian Martinez, Ben Schwartz, and Nicolas Cage. It is directed by Chris McKay, who directed the Lego Batman movie and the Tomorrow War. You got Renfield, R.M. Renfield, and he is the servant of Dracula. He provides anything Dracula needs, feeding predominantly, and takes a lot of abuse, and realizes that he doesn't have to be Dracula's slave servant anymore. I'm more likely than not, I'm always down for new Nicolas Cage. Ever since, I will legitimately say, ever since like The Rock, if he's got a new movie out, I'm gonna be interested until I just hear it's an absolute dumpster fire. And he does have some dumpster fires, let's keep it funky. But I enjoyed these trailers. These trailers was all like quirky horror humor, and I was into it. Nicholas Hoult, I know he did things in his youth about a boy, if I'm not mistaken, The Weatherman. But X-Men First Class is when I really started like, okay, I like this dude playing Beast. Mad Max Fury Road. No less than 6 months ago, The Menu. The Menu was amazing. I cannot tell y'all how good The Menu was. But I did in my review. So like, these two together, technically re-teaming, it was something that I wanted to see. I'm not a huge Awkwafina fan, but I liked her in Shang-Chi. I loved her in this. Most of the times I laughed watching this movie, it was because of Awkwafina. The rest of the comedy let me down. And I will say, like, overall, I was kind of let down. Because this was, like, the trailers made this look more comedic and a funnier Dracula-themed, vampire-themed than anything we've gotten before. This is kind of a pseudo-sequel follow-up to the 1931 original. Like, they do some cool shit with Nicolas Cage and the frame rate in relation to the original movie. It was really dope. But Nicholas Hoult, always playing like these quirky oddball dudes, like he carried this. He was good. See, in my opinion, there was some cartoonishness, some overacting, specifically Ben Schwartz, but he was supposed to be over the top and cartoony and unlikable. But he, like, to me, he was obnoxious unlikable, and that didn't make it a plus for me. Nicolas Cage overacting, chewing the scenery is exactly what I wanted from him. The antagonist, you know what I'm saying? And then there are 2 or 3 could have been great fight scenes in this movie, but I feel like the editing was ass. There were cuts in weird places that I feel like hurt the fight scenes. So like, Awkwafina is a plus. Nicholas Hoult is a plus. Nicolas Cage is a plus. But overall, I don't think I got what I wanted from Renfield. I wanted to love this movie. Like, I wanted to be surprised in a way. Like, just last weekend, the Super Mario Brothers exceeded expectations. Scream 6 exceeded expectations. Cocaine Bear exceeded expectations. This didn't really meet expectations. And it's not like I'm expecting, like, MCU, like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, my most anticipated movie all year level expectations. This just didn't satisfy me in a way that I hoped it would. Not to say that there's not stuff to enjoy about it. Like, the gore is crazy. The blood and gore is crazy. Like, so what is over the top, Ben Schwartz aside, is over the top in all the best ways possible. I don't know. I expected better humor. Like, you can ask, like, my closest friends. If you're loyal to the channel, like, you know. If you watch my videos on the weekly, you know. What is supposed to be funny in 2023 has just not been funny to me this year. And I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's subpar writing. I don't know. I'm just not laughing the way I expect to. But it's movies coming this year like Strays, like Joyride, that I expect to, like, bring comedy back to an extent. But Renfield, with all that being said, in my opinion, I will say that Renfield is solid. I was hoping for almost dope. I was hoping for dope. But it's solid. Have you seen Renfield? What you think about it? Positive, negative, somewhere in between. Let me know. I've just put up reviews for the Super Mario Brothers movie, for Air, for Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves, my 3 favorite movies of the first quarter of the year. Check all of that out. Next weekend, I hope I will be able to watch and review The Covenant, directed by Guy Ritchie, starring Jake Gyllenhaal. And the week after that, Big George Foreman. I don't think my theater is going to get either one, even though there's a huge standee in the main lobby for The Covenant at my theater right now. And with Operation Fortune being super mid, I'm hoping The Covenant is a great Guy Ritchie movie. Rec League podcast this weekend. I think we're going to discuss Creed 3. It's super, like, out of the window of to be talking about Creed, but not doing episodes in March, not really having a firm topic to talk about. I'm going to talk about some shit that I missed. So be on the lookout for all of that, man. Like, subscribe, comment, find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me? Watch these credits. Peace.